Hello, hello friends. Hi there, I'm here. It's Grace and I think I'm live. Let's see, I'm gonna check this out and see if I'm really live in the right place because my camera angle is down on the project. Girls, let's just say it's late night. It's late night on a Saturday and I had an exhausting day, so I'm basically in my jammies. So that's what you're getting tonight is the view of the project, which is totally fine. Listen, a couple of things. This is the lovely little My Craft Crate project for this month, and we're going to be applying the Crackle and Talking Crackle. You can see I got all my crackles, all the crackles going here. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I have Happy Mail. I think I have an idea of what this is. We'll talk about this in just a second. Let me greet everybody and say hello. Oh, let's see who's here. Yes, I can see the comments. I am going to, let's see if I can pin it. Let's just see if Gracie grew, if I can figure this out tonight on my phone while I'm working. Hang tight, girls. Hang tight. We're doing a little experiment here. Yep, there. I was able to pin something, but I'm sure it doesn't look great. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep practicing this stuff. Kana's here. Hello, Kana. There's Shona. Hello, hello, Text BFF. Whoop, whoop. Kip is in the house. Kip, my friend. I opened your Happy Mail. The other day. Look, no, wait, you didn't send me this one, but you sent me, look at all these goodies she sent me, you guys. Look at all this loveliness that she sent me with a bunch of tags and a little lace-filled envelope, and one of them even has the North Dakota abbreviation in there. Oh my gosh, she sent me this beautiful lace and all these paper goods, and Kip, thank you. She also sent me this. I've balled it up, but it's this chiffon fabric and it's polka dotted. And if you didn't see me do it the other day, I'm gonna show you quick because it's fabulous. I did a little live journal page, and I had opened the stuff that Kip sent me beforehand, and look, I used your fabrics on my journal page. Look at how cute that is. And it closes up nicely. I don't mind. I actually like that it hangs down there. So sweet. So I got this Happy Mail the other day. All those goodies from Miss Kip. So thank you for all of that. And this here today, I got a gift from Jeannie Clifton. So let me just see if Jeannie is even here. If she's saying hello. Hey, Annette. Text BFF in the house. Whoop, whoop. There's Diana. There's Pam from Texas. Hello, hello. Hey, there's my sis Kathy. Hey, Kat, I hope you're feeling good. Hey, Denise. Early for me at 6 o'clock there. Well, what time is it here? It's 8 o'clock. It just feels so late, you guys. If you even want to hear about my day, if you're interested. I did something I would not normally do for the sake of my children, and I am freaking, excuse the language, exhausted. Hey, Lori. There's Diana, Text BFF in the house. Whoop, whoop. You guys are awesome. Awesome, sawsome. I'm so glad you're here. Hey girl, BFF in the house. Hey Melissa. You guys, Melissa, put in the comments your business page link to the Graceful Barn. Put it in there. Melissa is my sweet, loving country friend. Melissa Taylor. She says, hey girl, BFF in the house. I love it. I love your little emoji. Put your link in there, Miss Melissa. We would all love to head over and follow your page. Diana says it's 9 p.m. in Ohio. It's 8 o'clock here, you guys. I have my jammers on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got my jammies and a little glass of red wine here. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Fran. Yes, put the link in, Melissa. There it is, the Graceful Barn. We want the link so the girls can just head on over there. Okay. So I think I know what this is. Honestly, there's like a little label there. I didn't even read it, but it feels like what I think it is. I was talking the other day about this, and clearly Miss Jeannie was paying attention and being such a love. Let's see. I'm going to open this. Oh my goodness, Happy Mail. So exciting. It's kind of the shape of, I can't believe it. You guys, I've waited a couple of days because I wanted you to see me open this. Hot chick, it says on it. What? It says hot chick on it. What? What? Ah! Look at you guys. Jeannie Clifton. Oh, and it's a pink. Look at that. It's pink on the inside. Jeannie Clifton. It's already done, you guys. I am, look at, it's not clean. It's not clean yet. Hold on. I want to pour my wine right in that bad boy. Is it okay to like clean it with a rag that has paint and glue on it? My pink rag with the paint and glue. Is it bad? Would you, listen, I would not normally do this because I am such a germ freak. You guys, I'm doing it. I got me a new hot chick mug. Oh, and it's my first right done. I'm drinking my wine right from here now. It's very good, Jeannie. Listen, I'm a total paisan. I have no problem drinking wine from a juice glass, from a tumbler, from a hot chick mug. I am so excited. Jeannie, big hugs, kisses, and love to you, too. Kip, you too. You guys sending me happy mail. I can't even believe it. Look at, I got my little red. You can see it's just a tish. It's just a little bit of red wine. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Well, let's just leave that there. That's good news. Now listen, my sister sent me some happy mail. Thanks, Elisa. Isn't it fun? Jody Ann says, go for it. Pour it in there. Look at it. It was in a little juice glass. Nothing fancy. We're not going fancy here. I am a true paisan in every sense of that word. The wine will clean it. Vivian. Hi, Miss Vivian. Vivian, drop the link to your page, my love. Vivian has a new creative page here on Facebook. Everybody wants to know you girls. Drop your links. Drop your links so in the comments so that the other girls can come find you. You can hear me now. Take a little sip. I'll probably be drinking more from this because you guys, I love the shape of these mugs. I cannot believe I finally own one. Jenny, you're the best. I love it, love it. Carrie says, very cool. Fun. Susan says, isn't it? It was so sweet and thoughtful, Robbie. You are not kidding, my friend. Hey, Teresa Erkey. And there's Donna. You guys, I'm so excited. I love that it's pink on the inside. I just love this is a good way to end my big day. This is a good way to, like, that's a great way to top it off. Tomorrow night is craft night for my craft crate. And this is the project that we're doing. It's sweet. It comes with its own little hanger. It's a little deer, pallet board deer. I love this little guy. And we are going to do, so the people in the club, they get their packet in the mail, their box, their craft crate, and it has a list of everything that's in their craft crate, and it reveals the project to them, tells them the date when we're meeting, tells them how to get on our texting service, tells them everything that's in their box and the things that they're going to need to gather to complete the project, which is very minimal. Like they're going to need a couple of paint colors, some small paint brushes, they're going to need scissors, and some wet wipes to clean up after themselves. Everything else they needed is in the box. So we're going to do this tomorrow. So the thing with Crackle Medium, and let me just show you girls, because when I tell you I love to test products and to try them out, I mean, I'm not kidding. I want to know like what is out there and what works well, what doesn't work well. I am like the ultimate tester. So I test to know. So my Craft Crate members, you are getting the Folk Art Medium. This is actually, I'm going to put these ones aside. These other ones are a little bit thicker. They have different properties. Well, I'll indicate that here in a minute. These are basically the same thing. They've redone the bottle. And everybody on my Craft Crate got this, and that's what you're going to use on your project. The thing with Crackle Medium, well, let's talk about that in a minute. I'll just show you something really quick. They have different properties. You can see that this one is like a gel. This is Dixie Belle's Crackle Medium. And this one is a gel, and it's very liquidy. It's a lot like this, where this is it's not quite a gel. It almost looks like a creamy liquid, like a really thin glue. This one's like a gel, but it's a very thin gel. And this one, ooh, this one I love. This is Golden's white opaque. It looks like whipped cream or frosting. That's the consistency that this one has. And you can see this one is translucent. This one is opaque, meaning it has color, like it's white and you can't see through it. So it's gonna leave a white color. This one is gonna dry clear, okay? This one, the golden one, you can add acrylic paints to, and it actually gives you all the instructions on the back. A good Crackle medium will do that for you. I'm not going to get into all the details. We are going to talk about all of this tomorrow night, girls, in the craft session for my craft crate. But I wanted to show you, I'm not messing around. When I say I try the products out so that I make sure that I'm sending you or I'm advising you well, that's what I'm really doing. That's what I'm really doing. Here, everybody in my craft crate got a Mylar stencil, a regular plastic stencil. This was my own, and I created them. This one was my own one that I used for mine. Mine happened to be paper, but everybody who in my craft crate got a Mylar stencil, a plastic one that they can reuse over and over again. What we need to do, we're gonna have two sections that are papered. We're gonna have two sections that are crackled with paint. So let me show you real close. Like, it's a gorgeous. I love texture, you guys. This isn't news to you, is it? I'm a huge fan of texture, and I love I think on the deer's antlers that this crackle is amazing, and it just is a nice contrast for, like, this is ruddy and earthy, which would be what a deer would be, right? Ruddy, earthy, natural. And then we have these pretty papers with the word dream bigger. The words dream bigger. It's a really nice combination of the two. We need to get our crackle on. So all you My Craft Crate members, if you are a My Craft Crate member, type it in the comments and let us know that. So that we can say hello to you and give you a special shout out. Hey Lindsay, hey Brenda. Let's see who else showed up. Hey Pam, hello, hello. Marcia says a bad storm here. She's gonna have to watch the replay. It is thundering and lightning here in North Dakota, and of course, everybody down in Louisiana area, like that section of the country, Florida, the Panhandle. You guys are getting ready for this hurricane tomorrow. So God bless you all. Prayers for all of you as you gear up for that. Unless they cancel church, Sharita says. Oh, she's a My Craft Crate member. She may miss it for church, but it depends on if they cancel. That's right. Hey, Kimberly. Hello, hello. Lori's a member. Whoop, whoop. There's another Craft Crate member. So you guys, this is not going to take you long. But the thing with Crackle Paste is it will work. Some of them are pastes, Crackle Paste. Some of them are just Crackle Mediums. They all have a different name. Well, they don't all. Some of them have different names. But it's going to give you the same effect, that crackle. The one we're using is called Folk Art, and it gives a really fine, beautiful, detailed crackle. We want to apply this before we paint over top of it. And you want to give it time to cure so that the crackle will appear, okay? And you do not, generally, you do not want to use a hair dryer or a heating tool or a drying tool on your crackle. Can you? Yes. Will you get the best effect? In my experience, no. In my experience, sometimes when I use the hair dryer, you get no crackle. You can't rush this stuff. It's like a patina on paint, or like a rusty, pipe. You got to give it its time to work. But this is what we're using. I'm going to show you quickly. It's not going to take you long at all. But My Craft Crate members, if you can get this done tonight, you're going to be in good shape for tomorrow. So do it sometime before tomorrow at like 1 p.m. That way you give it several hours to dry and cure before we get together at 7 p.m. for craft night tomorrow. Okay, so this section, we are going to crackle. Everybody got a palette knife in your box. You got your crackle medium. I'm going right in on the wood with a crackle. And you see how it's very liquidy? Not all of them are like this. It's very liquidy, but we want to coat this completely. And in general, so I'm just going to move it around with the palette knife. And I want to make sure, do not miss your edges, okay? You may have some overage because it's like a liquid. It's very thin, this one. So just make sure you have some paper towels, or like I said, some Huggies wipes or something like that. Any baby wipe of any type, just a rag and some water so that your fingers and your table can get cleaned off. We are going to coat this completely. We want to make it completely wet first. So let's get it completely wet. Easy to do with a palette knife. Now, this is, because it's so thin, it's basically it's going to level itself off, self-leveling. However, I will tell you, the thicker you apply your crackle medium, the thicker and the chunkier your crackle will be. So we're gonna leave this wet the way it is, because it's not gonna dry anytime soon. We're gonna let it dry on its own. We've wet it down. We're gonna let that kind of soak into that raw wood. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna do the same thing to the antler ears. And you guys all got, so some of the crackle mediums come in these big containers and you can dig out the paste or the medium that way. Folk Art comes in a liquid form with a flip cap, and I made sure that you guys had that same thing because it's easier. I think it's easier when you're trying to get in on these fine like antler spots to put the paste or the medium on this way. So just go ahead and drip some of that on there. Know you're going to have some overages. Don't worry about that. Like, yeah, it went over it. It went on my table. I'm going to pick it up with my finger and put it on my project. We just need to spread this out. You can use the palette knife that you were sent in your Craft Crate box. You could use a paintbrush if you wanted to, if you feel better doing that. I always say, you do you, like whatever you want. You could use your finger and spread it out. I tend to use my fingers a lot because I just feel like it's easier and I can really feel what I'm doing. So we want to get this all wet with this crackle paste. And if you have any drips, you basically want to wipe. You don't want to have any drippy edges, I don't think. I mean, maybe you do. If you want drippy edges, then leave them. If you don't want drippy edges, just make sure that you're wiping the bottoms off. But let's get it coated and wet with this thin version of crackle. Then we're going to leave that one, let that soak into the wood. We're going to come back over here to this one. Let me grab my rag because I got it all over my fingers now and I want to grab my bottle. We're going to put a thicker coat. Now at this point, when you're working on yours, ladies from my Craft Crate, all of you who are Craft Crate members, at this point, it would be really good if you could just leave your deer on a flat surface. So if you need to move it from where it is to dry, put it on something like a large piece of cardboard so that it remains flat and you can easily move it without getting your fingers all wet, or in like a cookie sheet pan or something with some wax paper over it to protect the pan. What we want to do is I want to say we, because I would say you do you. You have lots of crackle medium to use. It's leveled off now because it's thin and it's soaked into, you can see the color of the wood has changed from these center sections that we're going to put the paper on, so they don't need crackle medium. And these two sections, the top and the third section, are going to get painted over, and that's what's going to activate the crackle. And you can see the color difference because it's now soaked in, the liquid is now soaked into the wood. Now what we want to do, it's not going to take long. We're just going to add more. And generally, the thicker your crackle medium is, the bigger and the chunkier the crackle will be. So you can get some really, really fine crackle where it doesn't even crack in every direction. Or you can get some really thick, chunky crackle. So the thicker you apply it and the thicker it dries on there, the thicker your crackle will be. So I'm going to really add quite a bit. Now that everything's wet, I'm going to add it. It's self-leveling. I wanted to make sure that everything got wet all the way to the edges. And if you have to move it, you can just use your finger or your palette knife and move it a little more. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. I'm going to choose areas on the antlers that are going to get thick. I'm going to apply a thick coat of crackle medium so that we get a nice thick, I really like thick chunky texture, so I'm going to apply more of it. And now that that first layer has seeped into the wood below, this is going to sit on top and it's just going to dry there. This is why if you like thick chunky crackle, you want to give this, I have a little bubble here. You want to give this medium time to cure on its own time. And when I did this originally, and I put mine on pretty thick and I tested it, it took about 4 hours to dry. Can you use your drying tool? Well, sure, you can, but your crackle is not going to appear as lovely as if you just let it do its own sweet time. It's like you can't rush brownies. You just got to let them do their thing. Don't rush them. All right? Baked brownies are always better than microwaved brownies. You can't rush these things. You got to let them do their own thing. So you are going to let this sit there, my craft crate lovers. You're going to let this sit there for the night and dry. Now, if you are just seeing this video, I'm going to be emailing this video to all the members. I'm going to make sure they all have a copy of this before tomorrow. And you guys can, if you get this tomorrow morning and it's like 11 in the morning, you can still do this. Take the 5 minutes it's going to take, soak down these 2 sections with Crackle Medium, get them nice and thick as much as you can, clean up your edges, and just let it sit until we meet at 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night on our Zoom call to do our craft session, okay? So if anybody has questions, you can let me know. Now, hello, Miss Minnie. Hello, hello. Hi, y'all, she says. Hi, friend. So now, if you are not, that's okay, Deborah. She says, joining late. We love to have your company. If you are not a My Craft Crate member and you'd like to join us on a monthly basis for a craft project, I mail out to the ladies in the group, I mail them out the project. I mail them out their list of everything that they got in the box, plus everything they need to gather, which is usually very minimal. Introducing them to new products and supplies and teaching them a variety of knowledge so that they can kind of fill their crafty toolbox of knowledge. That way, when they're doing their own projects, they've learned from what we've done together. We've done some pretty fabulous projects. I'm really proud of them. You can see pictures of all of them on the website, thecomfynestwithgrace.com, and then just go to the My Craft Crate tab. So you can check it out and decide if you want to join us. We do a project every month. So that's how that works. You can come and go as you please. You can join anytime. You can cancel anytime. It's totally up to you. Yes, Sharita, you are always so well prepared, my love. Sharita is like the best. Like, she always comes to any of our workshops, any of our sessions together. She always comes prepared and ready to go. Hey, listen, I'm seeing 60 people are here. Are you guys hitting that share button? Are you doing that? Because I see 60 people here. I'm going to write down names to put in the prize basket. Let me grab a marker that you guys can see. I'm going to scoot my deer head over. I think that this is going to be awesome. My boys have their bedrooms are downstairs in the basement of our house, and they have their own little bathroom down there, and I think I'm going to hang this in their bathroom. Now today, if you want to know what my hard day was, my 16-year-old son started deer hunting. My kids have been taking archery lessons from 4-H for a couple of years, and he decided he wanted to try to deer hunt with his bow and arrow. And last year he got a tag. I think he was eligible for a youth tag. This year, same thing. And he's really into it this year. So he made arrangements with a family to use their land to hunt on, which I'm so proud of him. You know, he has been working with my husband to learn how to do all these things. And he wanted to go out today and set up his stuff. And we said, we're just going to do it as a family, all 4 of us. You guys, my husband got a picture of me walking through the fields with my son. I did 1 run. We carried all this stuff out. You guys, I did 1 run, and I was so itchy and hot. And the bugs, I couldn't take the bugs, and there were cockaburs, and you know, those like sticky, prickly weeds, and the bugs. There were just bugs everywhere. I was getting mosquito bites. I had to borrow my son's boots because I don't honestly have a pair of boots. It's been raining here, and they were like, Mom, it's going to be really muddy. So I had to borrow my other son's boots to wear out in the field because I have cute little boots. I'm a city girl, folks. I do not have deer hunting boots. But I did it. I said, I'm going to go. Thank you for sprinkling, you guys. You're the best. I'm going to add some names to the prize list. You see this? These names that I write down from the comments are going to go in the prize basket. The prize basket. So make sure that you say hello so that I know that you're here. Feathering the nest, Jane. That's a cute way to say it. Spreading the joy, Brenda. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sprinkling, Robbie. Robbie says she did again. Hi, Nancy. So you guys, if you know me, my sister Kathy is here. Denise, you guys know me. Like Denise and I used to work together at the college. And she knows I am a city girl. And I went out there and I was like trying to cover my mouth and nose with my t-shirt. My husband said, "What are you doing?" I said, the bugs are getting like in my face. They're on my face. They're like getting in my hair. I was freaking out. And I was so hot. And I did the one run with him to this one spot he wanted to go to and back. And then they said, okay, we got this next one to go to. I went back to the car, you guys. I went back to the car. I feel like a complete wimp, but I did. I went back to the car because I couldn't handle it. I couldn't do it. They all understood. I mean, because they know me. They know my husband calls me an indoor cat because I am an indoor cat. I would much rather be inside, comfy inside with my craft supplies. I am not an outdoorsy girl. I never have been. I never will be. I want to be. I want to appreciate. And my husband said, "Isn't it so beautiful and peaceful?" Really, beautiful. It was so quiet. It was peaceful. We had a beautiful view of, I wouldn't call it a pond. Out here in North Dakota, they call it a slough. I don't know what the difference is. It's a slough of water, just a bunch of water. There were little ducks in the water and you could hear the crickets and there was a soft breeze. But the bugs, the bugs were driving me crazy. I couldn't take it. I could not take it. Yes, Denise, the whole thing is I tried. I gave it my good old college, what do they say, the good old college effort. I gave it a good try. Oh my gosh, I can't do it, girls. Hello in Texas, Miss Patricia. I try. Denise is laughing at me. Oh, hey, Mary. Hello, Miss Mary, my friend in Massachusetts. Lori says I would be the same way. I'm a city girl here. Yes, and you know what, Lori, so you would understand this too. Hi, Amy. I'm so glad you caught me. Jody Ann says she bought new boots last year. Muck boots are waterproof. Well, that's what I had on. Jody Ann, that's what I had on were muck boots, but they were my son's muck boots because I don't own a pair. I think, and they're too small for him now. He's 14, but they fit me. They were actually a little bit big for me, so I'm just going to keep those for myself for the very rare encounters I have with God's beautiful earth. Let's see. Oh, Deborah says she's gone out a few times. She's never seen a deer that was shootable, like a deer that they would take. Vivian says, I don't like outside. I'd rather be in. So you guys are in good company because you know me. That's just, I mean, then you understand me. I tried, Diana. I did try. And I went the one time and I just can say, it's just not my jam. I can say it's not my jam. Like, this is not me. I was so uncomfortable. There were a ton of mosquitoes. Carolyn, the mosquitoes are what I kept killing them. They were like landing on me and I kept slapping them like on my legs, on my arms, on my face, everywhere. And I was just going to say to you guys, I said, let me just do a quick scan and grab a name here. Brenda Underhill. Brenda, your name is going in the prize basket. Let me grab a few names because we've gotten up to 67 viewers. You guys, if we hit that 75, we're at 70 now. I'm going to add some more names to this prize basket. Well, I said to my son, I said at one point, we need mosquito spray, bug spray. And he said, you can't put bug spray on, Mom. I said, what do you mean? Well, the deer will smell you. I'm like, oh, good gravy. Hi, Amy. Kathy, that's why. So Kathy's my sister. She just said, why didn't you put bug spray on? They didn't even take it with them. In fact, Kathy, I don't remember what it's called, but they had a different spray and I don't remember what it's called, but it like unscents you. Like it makes you not smell like anything. So the deer cannot smell you because the deer are their sense of smell and hearing is that intuitive and that incredible. It's really amazing. God's earth is so amazing. It's that incredible that they can smell you coming. Just like regular, normal Grace coming, like regular, if I have deodorant on or the detergent on my clothing. So you spray yourself down with this stuff. But when we got there and the bugs were driving me batty, I said, we need bug spray. And Landon said, Mom, you can't put bug spray on. They'll smell you. Listen, girls, I put lip balm on my lips before we left. And my son said, what are you doing? You can't put that on. I'm like, I need my lip balm. It's like, no. Sudie Mills, I see your comment. You are going in the prize basket. There's number 2. Let's get another one. Oh, this one's a little sheet, but we'll get somebody on here. Yeah, they didn't even want me to put lip balm. I said, it doesn't smell like anything. Oh, I said, oh, no, it smells like vanilla. It smells really good. Kathy says, I'm good. I would have stayed home with a jug of wine. Kathy, we went back and forth a couple of times. Yeah, we were going to stay home. Nope, we're going. I'm going to stay home. Nope, I'm going to go. And I finally said, no, I'm going to go. My boys are 14 and 16. And I told you guys, I live with 3 very manly men. They're manly men, and they like the outdoors, and they love to do all the things that I don't love. They love to snowmobile and jet ski and hunt, and they shoot. You know, they like to. Both of my boys are on the shotgun team, and they both take archery lessons from 4-H, and they do all these things, and it's just not me. They don't smell. They don't smell it. It's for the hunters. Melissa, right. So we had to spray ourselves down with this unscent stuff. I can't remember what it was called. Hey, Roseanne. Hello, friend. Love the air conditioning. Andrea says, Andrea, I love it. Okay, I'm grabbing another comment. So right now we have Brenda Underhill, Sudie Mills, and the next name that I'm seeing, let me scroll back. I'm going to go toward the beginning. Minnie Cutter Crumb. Minnie, what a pretty name. Minnie Cutter Crumb, your name is going in the prize basket. Whoop, whoop. Crumb, C-R-U-M. So listen, girls, if you're newer here, let me know that. Tell me you're new in the comments. If you're watching the replay, let me know that, because I will add a replay watcher to the prize basket. In the next 24, 48 hours, I'll grab another name from the replay watchers and put it in the prize basket. So these folks' names go in the prize basket. A couple times a month, I'm going to pull names and send somebody some happy mail, which will be craft supplies, most likely. But the way that you will find out that you won is I will announce it in the Crafty Chicks Club. So if you're not a member of that group, which is a free craft community, go ahead and make sure you join the Crafty Chicks Club. Yes, Robbie, my son just came in because he has cameras out there, and he pulled the little SD cards from the camera so you can see the pictures that he's getting of the deer. And he just came in and he said, Mom, thank you for trying today and for working so hard and helping us get all our stuff out there. And look at the pictures I'm getting from the camera. And he showed me this huge buck that was out by one of his spots. So he's thrilled. He's so excited. I was pretty miserable, even in the car, waiting for them, because then there was no breeze in the car, and I didn't want to just run the truck on the side of the field. I must have waited at least an hour for them. Well, they finished up, and I was sweltering in the flipping car. Hey, Terry. Oh, I said that to them, Brenda. I don't know. I don't think it was urine. No, it wasn't urine. I know it wasn't, because I said that to them. I said, I'm not spraying myself with pee. And they said, it's not pee, Mom. It makes so nothing smells. And Deborah says you are too sweet. That's why you attract the bugs. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I think, Deborah, that spray to attract the big bucks, we're going to save that for the boys when they go do their hunting. Oh, Andrea, I love the air conditioning. Yeah, we were home, and I was happy to get my shower, and I'm in my jammies now with a glass of wine. I'm in my happy place with my crafty chicks. Hey, Cheryl. Dirt soap. Melissa, is that a thing? I've never heard of it. Don't let the mosquitoes ever hide during the 47-degree temperature. Sudie, I'm not sure what that means. And it says mosquitoes eat my hubby up, but they don't usually bother me. It's funny how they are attracted to certain people, Annette. I think you're right about that. Pam says, here in Eastern Canada, we say if you kill one mosquito, 100 more come to its funeral. Oh, Pam. Well, there were a million. There were a million because I was killing them left and right. I was like really feeling very accomplished at killing them, but there was no end. There was no end to the dang mosquitoes. Hey, Jackie, thank you for sprinkling. Oh, Kathy will clean the deer too. You're like a little bit of a nutty lady that way. Like my sister says, no fear in cleaning a bird or a fish or any of that stuff. And I don't want to do that either. I am such a city girl. Phyllis, is it called downwind? I don't know. It didn't smell like anything. I was being wimpy, and they were spraying me down, and I'm like, ew, it's wet, and it's on my arms, and My husband said, Mom, it's just like when you put, he said, it's just like when you put sunblock on. I said, no, it's not, because sunblock goes on like a mist, or you rub it in. This was wet. Ugh, it was icky. It didn't smell like anything, Brenda. It made us not smell. That was the goal, so that they couldn't smell our detergent on our clothing, or the lotions, or whatever, our deodorant, that kind of stuff. Welcome, newbies. Mary Grace says, thank you for welcoming everybody. You're so sweet. No, I'm not going camping. I've never been camping in my life. Hey, Jackie, I'm so glad it's your first time watching. You're getting a little bit of the wonkiness here at the Comfiness of Grace. So, you guys, I got some new books, and I'm super excited because they are my jam totally. Let me show you. So, I got some new art books. Art Journal Courage, Fearless Mixed Media Techniques for Journaling Bravely and Taking Flight. I don't have my Modigliani books here, but I'm a huge fan of an artist named Modigliani. He lived long, long, long ago, but I was at a museum. That's kind of my jam. I was in a museum, I think in Toronto one time, and went through the museum, and his work was there, and I fell in love with it. So I bought a few of his books featuring his artwork. And they have like where's my, let me see. Like women, they have women. He did mostly women, and the women always had like long faces, and their features weren't real defined. And I don't know why, but I really love artwork like that. I really love it. Now, these girls have beautifully defined faces, but they have that long feature, and I love it, love it. So I got me some new books for inspiration and for reading and learning, because you can never, look at how sweet. That kind of mimics what I did the other day with the wings. That's kind of funny, isn't it? I love this kind of artwork, and I love mixed media, so I got myself some books. They came in the mail, and I'm going to be able to peruse these. I'm excited to peruse and kind of take some tips from some other mixed media artists. Yay! So exciting. And I'm happy to have you guys here. I'm happy whenever I can. Like I said, I love to try products, and I love to report back what I found with them. So I'll be talking a little more about those tomorrow night. To all of you who are in my craft crate, we are meeting tomorrow night at 7. You're all welcome to join us. I send a box of craft supplies out to all the members every month. They can pause, they can skip a month, they can leave anytime. There's no obligation to stay for any length of time, but we do one project a month, and I send them most of the supplies that they need, other than a few basics. All right, you guys, thank you for being here with me. Thank you to the girls, Jeannie and Kip, who sent me some Happy Mail. I'm so excited to get Happy Mail. Replay watchers, make sure that you are commenting, because I will be adding another name from the replay watchers, maybe 2, just depending on how many folks chime in. The more that chime in, the more that watch, the more names go in the prize basket. Yeah, they are so sweet, Jackie. I agree. I agree. All right, you guys, have a beautiful, blessed night. Thanks for being here. Thank you for sharing. All of you who are sharing, I appreciate that. It helps so much with us meeting some new people. You have a beautiful, blessed night, and I'll see all you Craft Crate members tomorrow night.